around in that very active scene. Again, a massive police presence. We're hearing a lot of information coming in, drips and drabs. At least 2 people, again, have been shot. This is out on 52nd and Park Avenue. Wondering if we can go to any of our reporters there on the scene and see if we can get a little bit more witness accounts. Okay, we don't have any reporters, but what we have been hearing is that it's been a very scary situation. Again, just to paint a picture of where this is. This is Midtown Manhattan, a very busy area in terms of there's an MTA station, subway station right there, 53rd and Lexington. You have a number of corporate businesses there. This all unfolding in the middle of rush hour and people getting out of their offices. So let's get back to Kendall Green, who is on the scene. Kendall, looks like you've got a witness there.
You were evacuated from the building right across the street. You were watching from a corner building when you saw everything unfolding. Talk to me about what happened. What'd you see?
Well, I work across the street here at 399 Park, which is 2 blocks away from where the shooting occurred, and it was pretty scary from a perspective of this is where we work every day, and there's an active shooter 2 blocks away. So yeah, it was pretty scary for a solid 30-40 minutes.
And the amount of businesses that are on this strip, how many different businesses are right there where you are?
There's hundreds of very high-end financial firms, hedge funds, law firms that were all working at 5, 6 p.m. When there was an active shooter on Park Avenue here. So a scary time for a lot of us.
And when you guys were getting evacuated, they were telling you you were in some type of zone or a shooting zone, or you were in danger. What did the authorities tell you then?
Well, they were telling us not to evacuate. They were telling us to shelter in place and to get away from the windows because they didn't know where the shooter was.
Obviously, it's a scary situation.
Very scary, yes.
Yeah. Well, he was there inside the building that was evacuated right across, and he was told to shelter in place because that active shooting was going on. So, yeah, definitely shaking up people here in this area, Natasha.
Yeah. All right, Kendall, thank you so much. And look at this. We just got a picture in of the suspect. In his hand, looks like that is an AR-15, or at least an assault rifle. Very scary situation, as that man just described. Again, there are a lot of hedge funds, law firms, banks in that area on Park Avenue, Midtown Manhattan. And this is a picture now we're getting of that suspect. 2 people have been shot. That man that we just heard from was one of the men who was evacuated 2 blocks away from where this active shooter scene was all going down. He said that he was evacuated for 30 to 45 minutes. Also hearing some reports that people had to shelter in place. So while this is all unfolding, really towards the end of the workday for a lot of people in that area, and so many businesses in that one building too, high-end hedge funds, law firms, banks again. So quite an active scene, a lot of police in that area, understandably so. It's a very active scene, 52nd between Park and Lexington Avenue. Let's go back to Linda Schmidt, who, when we last checked in with her, she was being moved due to that active scene. So, Linda, any new updates of what you can share with us? I know you're with Matt Onimus right now, who, was walking by when he heard some of this scene unfold.
That's right. He actually shot some of the video that you guys have probably been showing on the air and also streaming. We are located right now. We're at Lexington and 50th, where this happened, and they pushed us back. Where this happened is 1 block that way, 51st, and about halfway up the block, and it was one of the side entrances to the building. Now, Matt, who works with us, we've worked with each other for more than 20 years.